Hey guys, it's Steve again. Thanks for you guys watching those other videos I had that I made, Those were early videos. I'm not really big on speaking and being in front of camera, call me shy, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so my topics today are pretty much political, I guess you could say. It was just so many things that happened last night in the news that I just couldn't believe I had to speak out about, because it's topics that I really know about and feel strongly about. Even though we thought that the topics of the whole, Mueller report was going to go away, the whole Roger Stone, Michael Cohen, well, it's back, it's in the news, and actually Michael Cohen was supposed to get out early due to the whole COVID-19, thing in prison, and because he was doing time for lying to the courts or whatever he was doing, and they actually sent him back to prison because he would not sign a paper prohibiting him to speak out to the press. So he almost got away with it, but then they just threw him right back in there. Nope. You want to speak to the press, you want to tell the truth, you want to speak out against the president and tell what he really did? No, you're going back to prison. That's it. Okay, I mean, that's crazy, but at the same time, Roger Stone, which is a friend of, Donald Trump, because don't get me wrong, Michael Cohen was a friend too, and his lawyer in this and that, until he spoke out against him. So now he's blacklisted or whatever you want to call it. But Roger Stone tweeted, oh, I deserve a commutation because I did not speak out against you. Basically I could have ratted, and I could have made everything worse, but I kept my mouth shut. So of course, right after that, Donald Trump decides to give him a commutation. Wow, what a coincidence. Don't you love the way it works right in front of our faces? Like we're stupid, we don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe I am stupid and I don't know what's happening, but I highly doubt it. I think it's quite obvious, if you ask me. So Roger Stone did not speak out against Donald Trump. He kept his mouth shut, and he gets out of prison. Okay. So basically, if you speak out against the president, you go to jail. If you keep your mouth shut, he gets you out of jail. I mean, I think that's pretty simple terms, right? I mean, Roger Stone is known for being a trickster. He calls himself the trickster. I think he's a crook, to be honest with you, but he wants to be a trickster, okay. And, he had to do everything with WikiLeaks, and he knows everything. I just hope one day I'm around to find out the truth of what really happened with this whole Mueller investigation, with the whole Russia. I really want to know. I want to know. So, all right, guys, sorry about that. I had to do a part 2 because I am at work and I had a customer. So I really got to find a better place to do this, because if my boss finds out about this or reads or watches my videos, she'll be like, wait, shouldn't you supposed to be working? No, it's okay. Everything's done. I know what I got to do. It's quiet. So anyways, like I was just saying before, with this whole thing that's going on, and I just can't wait till it ends. I mean, it's entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, but I followed politics before, and I've just never seen anything like it. And a president who's not being held accountable for anything he's doing. Anything. The Mueller thing, him getting impeached, of course, he got away with that. Quid pro quos. I mean, I said in one of my other videos that was pretty clear what he's doing. Making friends with these other dictators, so when he's out of office, he can have a nice relationship with them and put a Trump Tower, in Saudi Arabia, Russia. I know he's gonna do it. I mean, I hope I'm around to see it and be like, I told you so, because I know what he's doing. Unfortunately, I can see how he's planning every move, And on top of that, he's a liar. So yeah, and people might disagree with me and say he's the best president that we've ever had. The economy's great. I don't really know what else they can say, but can you really disagree with what I'm saying? Because I have an issue with that, what he's doing. You're the president of the United States, for crying out loud. Like, just act like it. That's what I was saying before. Like, I don't know. There's other presidents that have done some stuff, but they didn't basically just say, well, what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do. And that's basically what he says. I don't know. So I just want to say that, and just like the whole thing with the, opening up the schools again. He's pushing everybody to open up the schools. And, I get it. We got to get back to work. We got to get back to school. We got to get everything moving again. But is it really worth killing more people? Hundreds of thousands of people already died. Now we're talking about kids, kids being packed in a room in school. Just picture it. I think in my class when I was younger, there was almost 20 people. So imagine 20 kids in one room. And then imagine in between periods, all those kids in the hallway. How are you going to do that? How are you going to make sure they're all wearing masks? How are you going to make sure they're not talking to each other? You're going to have security all over the hallway? I would love to see that. How are you going to do distancing? I know he leaves that up to the schools, but I think it's insane. I know when I was in school, they'll say, they'll probably be like, all right, go ahead, wear your mask. I'm like, all right, I have my mask on. I get on the bus and then I take it off. Unfortunately, that's the kind of kid I would have been. So, but that's just being a kid, You don't want to wear a mask. You think it's not cool. You're not thinking of the consequences. So, and that's what I mean. It's not their fault. It's up to the people that are pushing them going back to school for them to find ways to prevent kids being kids, Because during periods, that's when I would talk to my friends and, say, oh, what's going on and this and that. And it's just going to happen. So, and then not only that, touching the desks, touching the, doorknobs, touching the pencils, sharing pens, sharing books, touching books. What are they going to, erase? They're going to have somebody wiping down everything every second of the day. I just think it's crazy. I think we have to wait a little longer, unfortunately, to go back to school. What's a couple more months? Saving some more lives, They think kids can't get it, but kids can get it and then give it to their parents or their grandparents. And there's actually facts of kids dying from it too, so they can get it. It doesn't discriminate, unfortunately, COVID-19. It'll get everybody, and I just don't want to be one of them. I had the flu for, it was 6 weeks, I had it for 3 weeks. I got better for a week, and then I had it again. And I felt like death, so I don't even want to know what the corona feels like, So that's why I have my mask. I'm going to do what I got to do. If I look dumb, so what? At least I'm trying to be safe and keep people safe around me, so I'm going to do the right thing. So, yeah, back to the president. Like I was saying, I can't wait till this is over, because he's a crook. I don't know what else to say. And it's funny because you can't talk politics to everybody. So that's why I decided to do this kind of channel. So I can say what I want to say, what I have to say, how I feel. And, people want to watch it, they could understand it, or they could debate it, whatever. But some people you cannot talk politics with, or anything. I'm okay with a friendly debate. But when you start arguing, or you just shut the other person down just to hear your point and not listen to the other person's point of view, it's like, what's the point of having a conversation? If you want to have an argument, then that's different. That's great for you. But I like to have a debate. There's some people I talk politics with, I'll listen to your point of view, and they say what they gotta say, and I'm like, okay. And then I'll come with a rebuttal if I have one, or this and that. We just talk back and forth. That's it. And it reminds me of a situation last year, before I was really following what was going on. I made a joke to a friend of mine, okay? He would come in every morning. You know, he worked locally, he worked for a town. So he'd come in every morning, get a cup of coffee, you know, we'd talk every morning. You know, a lot of times I would give him prime rib, you know, whatever he wanted. And yeah, so one day we're outside and I'm like, oh, Donald Trump sucks. You know, as a joke, because I guess my sense of humor is a little different. But it was a joke because I didn't even know what was going on about anything with Donald Trump. And he just took it to another level. And he's like, what? You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. What about this? What about that? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I was just kind of joking. I mean, you know, I didn't really have any comeback because I guess I wasn't following. So after that, you know, he would not come in anymore. No more coffee. He would not come in the building. He wouldn't talk to me. And I was like, wow, okay. I'm like, I guess it was that serious, you know. And he was a friend of my father's too, so I really didn't expect that. But then I found out from his coworkers later on that you shouldn't talk politics with him because he would get enraged and angry if you go against his president. And I'm like, I didn't know any of this. And you know, with the whole racial thing that he's like, whatever. I was like, wow, okay, well, I wish somebody would have told me this before, you know, but then I got everybody telling me this afterwards. So, whatever. You know, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. He doesn't want to accept it that it was a joke. That's up to him. But now that I'm very informed and I know a lot more, I'm glad I said what I said because it's really not a joke. It's actually true, in my opinion. So, we're entitled to our opinion. And thank God for freedom of speech. So, yeah, all right, Michael Cohen. I mean, I hope he gets out of jail and he tells us what really happened. I really need to know. I need to know. Roger Stone, Flynn, Manafort, you know, the mafiosos who kept their mouths shut and didn't rat, didn't snitch. Congrats to you. I guess you got a free ride. I mean, I don't know. And I think it's way too early to go back to school, I'll tell you that much. And yeah, I just think it's crazy that I think Roger Stone had like 7 guilty counts or something like that. Yeah, like false statements, you know, lying, whatever. Bullying. He was bullying Randy Credico, I think. Yeah, Randy Credico. I remember when that happened. You know, like saying that he's gonna take away his dog and prepare to die, and you know, these are actually things that he said that happened. And the facts, you know, scaring a witness or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, it's interesting as it is what's going on. I don't agree with it, especially when it's like the presidential thing. You know, I'm into whole mafia movies and like those kind of things. You know, they're entertaining, but I just don't think when it's like comes to the president and like Attorney General and all that, I don't think it's right. That's just my opinion. It's not right at all, but you know what I mean. It's serious. So I just had to get that off my chest. Yeah, I'll probably have some more videos on here about other things that are going on. And you know, be safe, wear a mask, use a lot of hand sanitizer, and just do what you gotta do. Thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.